And only the lonely stay when love no longer serves. Fire doesn't burn. They hold on. Search for me. Long before today, sweet It's crazy how manipulation feels like soft blanket holding you tight. And every night sleeping next to someone's just as warm as the gaslight. It's funny how jealousy sounds like somebody's worried about you. And all that control takes on different roles. Don't realize the toll it takes on you. I've been pretty dark places, in toxic situations where you taste stability. That's new for me. Yeah, this feels like home, looking like backyard, kissing like golden dawn. But it's nights like Sunday, sleeping in. Baby, I'm leaning in. Conversations, I can tell that you're listening. I thought I knew what I knew never. Guess I didn't know it all. No, this is what I think love's supposed to feel like this.
All right, guys. Good morning. We'll go ahead and get started. We're after 9 o'clock here a little bit. So, um, couple things here. I haven't checked the open interest here. I'm sure it's not too different than yesterday, but actually we'll get that to that in a second. So yesterday we got the lows here at the 395. We knew that this is where the put wall was, right? You guys could hear me, right? Actually, real quick, let me go ahead and send this out here to Okay, thank you, Victor. Okay. All right, so I wanted to share the. We're on YouTube here today, guys. So wanted to share the stream. Good morning, everyone. So pretty much here, guys. We're bouncing off of the. So we had the 395. We knew that that was the put wall from yesterday, and I just remembered that I didn't put the SPY and Q levels in here for you guys. So let me go ahead and do that while I'm talking. So looking pretty good here at this point. All the gamma is stacked up here at the 400. Today is the last day of the month, dude. We're going into September. We're going into end of the year, fall time now, almost. Pretty pumped, man. This year has gone by quick. Excuse me. So with that being said here, guys, let's try to close out the month strong, all right? So so we got this little slide down here yesterday, and we still don't have a whole lot of put buying whenever this slid down and down in this area. The put wall did go ahead and fall down a little bit down to the 390. So the 390 is the big support now. We have a chance of breaking 395 and getting down to 390, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's gonna happen today. So with the implied volatility and the way everything is here, guys, I don't think that we're gonna go too far further down. One part of this is because of the VIX is having a hard time where there's not any real fear for us to get over this 27. You can see we get over 27 in this area and then we kind of fail. So we're kind of just going sideways off of this. If we push down on the market, but up on the VIX, this is where we'd like to go ahead and reject off of this upwards 27 area. On the open interest end, excuse me. So the open interest end right there. On the open interest end right here, the why did I put OI? That was stupid. So on the SPY, if you come and look at the 400, we still have 19,000 contracts that are stacked up right here. So this is still relevant area right here. We did get 25,000 here at the 398, and we're back above that. So these are in the money or out the money now. So these are doing pretty good. I do believe that they will try to push this up, and then so the call side here is 405. So 405 is the big one where they would try to keep it below that. I would love to see it go and try to test that. And then we kind of got this range in between this 400 and 405 that we're going to play in probably today. All right, so nothing probably too crazy, but if we could get a pop up from where like it is right now to like 405, that would be absolutely great. If we could get a reversal back down, that would be cool too. All right, but within this area, that's where we're gonna grind a lot of premium. So and even maybe even above this so dude, maybe 403, but for sure above 400, below 405. For okay. And so then with the Qs, kind of the same thing here, guys. The 303 was our support the other day. It's kind of acting as resistance here, this 303, 304-ish area. And then we have 305, 306 right here where we had problems with the day before yesterday. All right. With that being said here, as far as tickers that we're looking at here today, I would be looking at Tesla. One thing that I do want you guys to keep in mind is that we're going into a long weekend. This weekend we have off on Monday. So with that being said, you guys want to we may have a little bit of lighter volume after today. Just people not really getting too involved with the holiday, and then next week may be a little bit wonky because of the short day, especially with the options premium and stuff like that. So Tesla, I would love to see this bounce and then carry us up here, and then also on Apple is back above this 160 area. So this 160 right here, you can see this is where the support was. Now we're back above right here. Hopefully use this as support again, a little bit of resistance. And then 162 is the first area, and then breaking above would carry us higher. Side tickers here, guys. So Netflix put out news last night that they're stealing some ad executives from Snapchat, which I don't know why they would do that, because Snapchat has never been profitable with their ads on their platform. So why would you steal someone that doesn't know what they're doing? But in either regard, it looks like people are taking it as bullish news here. We may get a nice little push right here on Netflix if you want to keep track of that here today. Okay. Also, so Snapchat inversely of that. Oh shoot, what happened? I didn't see this, Kendall. I don't think that they just reported earnings, but set to lay off 20% of its employees. Snap shares are trading lower following reports indicating the company plans to lay off about 20% of the workforce. Snap sees pre-tax charges of 110 million to 175 from job cuts. Yeah, I don't know, but now so I was gonna say downwards here, but Snapchat's catching a bit here and moving up. So still some nice volatility. So we could keep track of Snapchat here today. And then I'm still have my BBBY right here, guys. So this thing, they're laying off a bunch of people too. So, and they're closing like 150 stores. Right. They lower estimated guided a Q2 comparable sales decline of approximately 26%. The company also announced cost optimization plans, which include job cuts and discontinuation of 3 of its something. But they're also closing down like stores that don't produce. There's a news thing in here. So this thing is SSR. It hit SSR yesterday. But if you're into this, any type of little pop up here, especially up to this 10 level, I would be looking at looking at that for the short side. Okay. I was trying to look for other tickers here, guys, as far as on the scan, and I didn't really quite see any. Ooh, we got some mana going today. On our levels for the SPY that I put in our room, there's not one until 410. The gamma's at 410 to the upside. So, bro, if we run from 400 to 410 today, bless their heart. Okay. Any other tickers? Anything else you guys are looking at? Feel free to put them in the chat. You guys here on YouTube as well. Make sure I'm here to help you guys out too. I do have SPX calls that I held overnight, some 4,000. So those will be pretty nice here at the open. If we still have like 20 minutes or something. Oh, 10 minutes. So we'll see. A lot of energy tickers look like they're gapped up today. Okay. They do, dude. I wish there was more like rock and Espanol type stuff. If there is, I don't know of them, but ones that are. I agree, 110%, brother. Oh, dude, I like everything. As you could tell, I had blues music the other day. I have, Mana on it. Like this playlist right here is on my Spotify liked stuff. So you'll see it range from everything from rock music like Slipknot and Metallica and um, what's the other one? Um, who sings the Respect song? See, like we just went from Mana to was it Jaquan or Rich the Kid? All right, good morning. Roll call here, everyone. Matt, AJ, what's up? Good morning, Alberto, Mike, Mr. Lou, Rich, Victor, Hamster, what's up, guys? Oh, one other little side note here, guys. So they announced that Royal Caribbean is gonna have Starlink on their ships. I don't know if that's a big news thing, but it is a thing. Yeah, too bad they don't do their thing no more, dude. Exactly, bro. I got sometimes I got some what do you call what's her name? Taylor Swift in the gym, bro. Some what's the other one? Maroon, not Maroon 5. Is it? Oh, 100. Nice, J-Rob. For sure, bro. Thank you. All right, let's put our game face on. We got about 3 to the bell. Let's see, I get my flow algo over here. And then like and I like country. Like a lot of people are like, oh no, country. Bro, you cannot tell me that you don't like some Morgan Wallen, bro. Or what's his name? Luke Combs. Oh, dude, you know about Zach Bryan? He sings my most favorite song ever, bro. Zach Bryan, that we need to protect that man with everything we can, dude. Yeah, man, I would love he's on tour right now and I would love to go. Tracy Chapman, what do you guys know about some Tracy Chapman, dude? All right, guys, this is my P&L right here. So I got my swings on from my BBY and SPX QCOM. So these are all swings that I've had. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover the BBY probably at the open. I'll see where we are at with that. So I'm gonna actually put it right here. Sturgill Simpson. I'll have to look him up. I haven't heard of that one. I recently found like I think it's like I don't know how to say his name. It's like BBOS, BBNOS or something like that. He's more like a electronic rap kind of vibe. It's really cool. It's good in the gym. I like it. All right, let's have a great trade session here, guys. Make sure you're using your stop losses. No bag holding, taking profit at your relevant levels. I think we get a big spike on Apple right here, right at the open. So threw my order out there to close this BBY. There we go, locked in. So that was 4,700. That's a nice way to start the day. Why am I down on my SPX? What the heck?
Snap. 10 calls. September 2nd.
Ooh, this T-Mobile is looking pretty good here. Do you guys this?
10 contracts. AMZN. 127 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 620 contracts.
So Theta got a hold of me, I guess, from this SPX here. We gotta
22 puts.
start moving.
September 16, 2022. 500 contracts. TPR. 36 calls. September 23rd.
As a matter of fact, I know the bell's open, but I don't know why Zach Bryan doesn't have a major like deal, dude, like a major record deal.
848 contracts. TSLA. 275 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 254 contracts.
So Apple sliding off here, coming down a little bit, guys. The VIX is popped up just a little bit. And so this is what we kind of wanted, was the VIX to pop up and do its thing, and then little slide back down on the market, and then see if we could push up. So let's see right here around this line, PDC area.
TSLA. 285 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 AMZN.
And so here comes BBBY to the upside here, guys. So if you're patient, you could catch this back here on the downside. So I may just sell some tens and then leave them on for
250 NIO.
the end of the week.
September 2nd, 2022. 501 contracts.
Oh, dude, there ain't much meat on that bone, bro. 79 cents. Actually gonna start with these 950s here, guys.
TTD. 65 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 907 contracts. BABA. 100 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 1,500 AAPL. 162 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 800 and
So Tesla's at PDC here now.
275 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 300 snap. 11 calls. September 16th, 2022. 612 contracts. NFLX. 222 puts.
Oof.
September 2nd, 2022.
Buttered right through the PDC.
303 contracts.
So the 398 is where that open interest is that we had talked about stacked up right here. So 25,000 at the 398. So this may be a spot where we do bounce here.
2022.
This little area. This is where in pre-market it did bounce as well. And then where we started going sideways and catching a bid on yesterday.
270 puts. September 2nd, 2022.
And
322
it's trying to.
contracts. TSLA. 260 puts. September 9th, 2022. 300 contracts. NVDA. 152 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts.
So I like this bounce, but I don't like this weakness that Tesla's showing here so far. And Apple's trying to push back up, but I don't want it to hit the resistance and then come back further down. So I need to see a little bit more strength here to have more confidence for it to move up.
September 23rd, 2022. 300 TSLA. 268 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 300 NVDA. 100
Tesla going.
September 2nd, 2022. 280 NVDA. 150 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 320 ARKK. 42 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 1003 contracts. NVDA. 150 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 200 TSLA. 258 puts. September 9th, 2022. 356 contracts. NVDA. 145 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 300 PLTR. 8 calls. September 16th, 2022. 579 contracts.
Netflix is strong as hell over here, guys, like we had talked about. So opened up at 226.50 and is now at 231.
XLE. 80 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 1001 contracts. NFLX. 242 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts.
Gonna go ahead and oops, I pressed the thing and it took off. So I added a little bit more SPX. Yeah.
New. 55 puts. September 9th, 2022. 867 contracts. Meta. 165 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 5 NVDA. 157 calls. September 16th, 2022. 200 GME. 27 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 1024 PYPL. 94 calls. September 9th, 2022.
Oh, dude, and now I'm gonna kick myself in the ass because I didn't get
UPST. 27 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 510 contracts.
okay. So the queues are at the pivot 303.50 and SPX is at 4,000.
Spike.
So if we pop over this little level here, let's see if we get going.
657 contracts.
Netflix is going to freaking town over here. So what you don't want to happen is for Tesla to put in this crossover right here and reject the VWAP and then continue, or excuse me, not the VWAP, the PDC right here, and then continue going further down.
NVDA.
The levels for Tesla, I could give them to you here real quick. 1 second.
300
See if I can point them up fast enough. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oof, it's not letting me see it now.
TSLA. 265 puts.
And that's kind of this is kind of the same thing that's on Tesla, the same thing that's on the Q. So if you're bullish, you don't want it to reject right here in this area the way that it's doing. If you're bearish, this is good right here. So this would have been a really good entry on the Qs here to the downside. But if you're bullish, this is not what you want, is for this get this rejection. The VIX is trying to drop down. It's at 25.75 right now. Oh, what an idiot. Dude, I bought these 950 calls instead of selling them. Oh my, dude. I was wondering why it wasn't going green.
TSLA.
Stupid, dude.
281 calls. September 2nd, 2022.
And it rejected 950 freaking beautifully. Oh my goodness, bro. So 40.15 is the next resistance. If we break 40.15, then we're off to the races. Stupid, bro.
TSLA.
Okay, so now on these queues, you would want this pivot to act as support now. And so if you you could go ahead and buy here for the continuation to the move to the upside. And then
QQQ. 301 puts.
Apple's the same way and Tesla's the same way right now. So off those.
WDC. 43 calls. September 16, 2022. 500 contracts. Sophie. 6 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 4,009 contracts. Snap. 11 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. AMZN. 131 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 402 contracts.
There we go. So we're right at the 4015 now.
BDA. 155 calls. September
These
2nd,
39.95s right here. This is going to go ahead and pay for my trade. So we'll go ahead and close those out.
Spike. 402 calls. August 31st, 2022. 680 Spike. 401 calls. August 31st, 2022. 608 contracts.
Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil.
QQQ.
Are you freaking kidding?
303 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1,001 Goop. 115 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 490 QQQ. 303 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 709 NVDA. 155 puts.
There
September
we go.
2nd,
Finally filled.
2022. 250 contracts. QQQ. 301 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1,007 contracts.
Oh, here comes BBBY, bro. It's set up in a compression here to try to move to the upside. So if it gets towards 10, I'll try that to get my 1,300, 1,400 back right here. So we're talking about right here in the SPX. I told you 4015. And you guys could see like the high was 415.37. Q's broke high day.
Uber. 29 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 2065 Baba. 100 calls. October 21st, 2022. 300 contracts. Uber. 29 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 862 contracts. Snap. 12 calls. September 16th, 2022. 1,900 TSLA. 280 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 280 AR40 calls. September 16th,
If we aren't able to break right here, this pivot right here where the 4015 is on the SPX here, I would say within this candle, we're probably going to get a drop back down here towards this 400 and VWAP area. It's trying. The Qs are pushing up.
CGC. 3 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. AR39 calls. September 16th, 2022.
I think Apple's trying to get its legs over this 160 now. So like it's over the 160 and then the resistance is at 162. So this is the crossover right here on Apple. It holds the pivot right here and then continuation. But you can see even in pre-market, this is where it had trouble. So we got like 2.5 minutes until this candle closes.
TSLA. 270 puts. September
Did anyone
2nd,
have their attention on Netflix at all? Like,
427
want to trade it
contracts.
when I called it out? I'm just over here admiring. Let's go, Apple.
CBNA. 35 calls. September 16th, 2022. 504 Uber. 29 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 1,001 contracts. Baba. 98 calls. September 9th, 2022. 1,000 contracts. TSLA. 291 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. TSLA. 270 puts. September 2nd, 2022.
That kind of close. Here we go.
522 contracts.
This volume is pretty nice here on Apple, so for it to break, but it keeps getting smacked. I want to take half of my position off just to cover myself, and if it does dip, I'll add it back
BHC. 6
on a
calls.
different strike,
September 2nd,
since we're above 4,000 already.
543
And I think I'll do just that. Oh man, dude, it didn't give me a chance.
September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. Com9 puts. February 17, 2023. 600 contracts. Com9 puts. February 17.
Bro, did I say exactly what was going to happen there or what?
1,000 contracts. NEOG. 22 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. SD 62 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. JD. 62 puts. September 16, 2022. 500 contracts. Uber. 30 calls. September 16, 2022. 500 contracts. Lee 30 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 933 contracts. QQQ. 301 puts. August 31st, 2022. 600 and NVDA. 155 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts. NVDA. 155 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts.
Yeah, you see that? It's doing pretty good job. It just needs to break right here. If we don't though, then we need to start getting all the way out. I think it's going to. We're going to get this volatility push here in 2 minutes. $160.50. Oh yeah, right here. Oh, it finally broke. So it broke. There we go. A little push. Broke 160.50. There we go.
NVDA.
Oof.
150 puts. September 23rd, 2022. 500 and NVDA. 150 puts. September 16, 2022. 1,500 contracts. SPY. 398 puts. August 31st, 2022. 700 and TSLA.
It seems like we have a whole lot more volatility today, like a lot more like range where it's moving a little bit more fast today. It's nice.
150 puts. September 16, 2022. 842 contracts.
So SPX is back here at the 4,000. This is where we would want it to hold. Bro, that sucks. I had my order right here to get out those 4,000s and I didn't get a chance.
NVDA. 155 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 200 and NFLX. 227 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 300 BAC.
Look at this flow though, it's so bearish all of a sudden.
21st, 2022. 1040 BAC. 35 puts. October 21st, 2022. 720 BAC. 35 puts. October 21st, 2022. 5,000 contracts. AA 57 calls. September 30th, 2022. 500 contracts. KWEV. 34 calls. October 7th, 2022. 606 SPY. 405 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts. Alt. 21 calls. October 21st, 2022. 540 SPY. 399 puts. August 31st, 2022. 600 TSLA. 270 puts. September 2nd, 2022.
I mean, it's possible they just keep it right here towards the 400 and grind out premium all day, dude. Really hope that doesn't wind up being what happens, but
AR 39 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 595 contracts.
again, dude, 395 all the way. All right, so Apple's reclaiming right here, guys. And that we actually got the volatility downside when it hit 9 o'clock, huh? I was over here. Oh, right here.
XPEV.
I was wanting the upside one.
January 20th, 2023. 1,000 contracts. AMZN. 130 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 500 IRTC. 150 calls. September 16th, 2022. 500 Googsal. 112 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 987 contracts.
What a piece of shit Apple's being.
OKTA. 89 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 1,000 contracts. Snap. 11 calls. October 21st, 2022. 1,500 F13 puts. November 18th, 2020. 500 contracts. TSLA. 265 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 514 contracts. INTC. 32 calls. September 16, 2022. 1,400. Google. 113 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 804 contracts. SPY. 398 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1,000 SPY. 399 puts. September 7th, 2022. 700 and SPY. 399
Oof.
puts. August 31st, 2022. 1,008 contracts.
Holistically on all this all together here, guys, is I would love to see us push up to 410. Not today, but maybe by the end of the week or so, and then get short for the break of 400 to come back down. That would be like ideal. So here on Apple, we're doing the crossover here to the downside to push back up to the VWAP and the pivot right here, and just trying to push away from there. But then also the Qs are kind of doing the same thing here. So the bullish thesis kind of is dying off a little bit here unless we start putting in some volume here to go back up. There we can see like kind of getting beaten down now.
74 contracts. BAC. 34 calls. September 9th, 2022. 3,500 contracts. Pins. 30 calls. October 21st, 2022. 1,000 contracts. AAPL. 157 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 700 NFLX. 230 puts. September 9th, 2022. 500 and SPY. 398 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 720 NVDA. 140 puts. September 16th, 2022. 409 NVDA. 100.
All this is pretty much just noise right here, guys. Like, I mean, we're stuck within this range right here, 400.
October 21st, 2022. 751 contracts. Snap. 11 calls. October 21st, 2022. 1,366 contracts. CSGP.
So we're gonna have to wait here.
September 16th.
Qs still look pretty good.
900
I still think we get a pretty nice little rally here, guys.
January 20th, 2023. 2,586 contracts.
We have time. We're only 40 minutes into the open.
SPY. 399 puts. August 31st, 2022. 500 AAPL. 160 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 SPY. 400 calls. August 31st, 2022. 1,010 contracts.
There we go. So Tesla has a pretty nice little setup right now off of the PDC, guys. This is more of a macro crossover. So came is holding this 277.50. Oh, but now it's a little bit too far away to take that, but this is a really nice crossover. So pushed up, breakout of the PDC, came back and held and proved us support. And now we're trying to move back here to the upside. One of the things I've been trying to do lately is I'm trying to put more size into my trades, make myself a little bit more uncomfortable and realize some bigger gains. And seeing these numbers, dude, is hard. Seeing
September 2nd, 2022. 466 contracts.
what's up to the guys on YouTube? You guys are not just a cam girl over here. And you could tell me tickers, you could tell me trade ideas here on the YouTube if you guys are trading anything in particular, if you have questions. So SPX is back at 4,000. You guys here in the Discord chat? No trades or anything?
September 16th,
Cam girl. I'm leaning long on SPX. Yes, I'm long on SPX, as you can see. I'm like half shaft deep right here. No, this is pretty deep for me.
400 calls. August 31st, 2022. 1,000 contracts.
I had the swing. I had the swing from yesterday of the 4,000s, and because of the theta, like it got eaten up a little bit, and I tried to get out of it up here, and I was just too slow on the trigger, so I kept it. We know that the support is right here in this area as far as right now. I did get 39.95s from right here, took profit on those very nicely. And then I added 40.15s for the break of this area. So see, but this candle is kind of ugly right here.
57 calls. September 16th, 2022. 858 contracts. PFE. 46 puts. September 2nd.
Apple's the one driving the bus here, guys.
778 contracts.
Sucks to say. It sucks to see because it rejected right here. And jugging this back down right here. So below 398, I have to let go of the position.
puts sold. 112 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts. NVDA. 155 puts. September 16, 2022. 992 contracts. QQQ. 304 calls. August 31st, 2022. 2005. Logo. 9 puts. September 16, 2022. 786 contracts. AMD. 82 puts. September 16, 2022. 530 contracts.
I got a lot going on here. So I got back in these 39.95s a little bit lower here to go ahead and if it does pop up just a little bit, then I could go ahead and just quick take some profit on this, maybe like 1,000 or so. And then allow these to work. And BBBY is actually setting up really nice compression right here. So over 950 and it could get moving pretty nice.
399 puts. August 31st, 2022. 500.
Are you freaking kidding?
Contracts.
They are just piling on Apple right here at this pivot.
NTNX. 22 calls. January 20th, 2023. 629 contracts.
And so we got compression setting up right here on this Apple. Actually, you have like this whole pre-market. Just needs to get a little bit of a oomph. All right, so we're slowing down as far as our volume, even our flow algos slowing down here, guys. So see here. So we got 8 minutes to the full hour into the session. BBBY to the upside here, Alberto, or downside? Cool. Careful on that, dude. Careful for that rug pull, all right? It is SSR though, so yeah, you got that to help you out too, dude. So let me just double, triple check here that so I'm not giving you bad information. Yes, SSR, bro.
One 113 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 2,800 PDD. 70 puts. September 30th, 2022. 500 contracts.
So Apple broke this low right here.
402 calls.
Oh, it's trying to get bought up, dude. There is a bid in here that's trying to buy it.
NBTA. 155 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 500 contracts.
So the Qs are at 302. This was the low of day for it today so far without the pre-market. So the pre-market lows are 301.21 or so. But low of day during the session, 302, and it's trying to bounce off of that. If we start putting the compression along the PDC right here, this would be nice. What was your stop out price, dude?
Goodsall. 108 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts. Goodsall. 108 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts.
Watch right here in a couple minutes. You're gonna get that big ass fucking crazy candle.
TSLA. 270 puts. September 16th, 2022. 250 contracts.
So the Q's, oh dude, the Q's just broke 302.
Meta. 170 calls. September 9, 2022. 500 contracts. Spike. 397 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 700 and NTNX. 25 calls. January 20th, 2023. 516 contracts.
Here's our half-hour candle.
NTNX. 25 calls. January 20th, 2023. 3,913 contracts. NTNX. 25 calls. January 20th, 2023. 920 NTNX. 20 calls. April 21st, 2023. 503 contracts. BAC. 34 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 1,000 contracts. AAPL. 162
Man, just being
calls.
patient stuff.
September 2nd, 2022. 4,000 QQQ. 304 calls. August 31st, 2022. 1,000 BAC. 34 puts. September 16th, 2022. 1,015 NFLX. 225 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 397 contracts. XRX. 13 puts. December 16th, 2022. 3,000 contracts.
NVIDIA's dumping over here.
XRX. 13 puts. December 16th, 2022.
So if the Qs are at 301.50, if they don't find a way to stay above the PDC, so which is about 301, and then also the Apple to stay above PDC, then my whole thesis is thrown out the window here, guys, and gotta take out. I'm glad I got some profits to go ahead and pad the loss. That's kind of why I was so patient. But that's where I'm at right now. We still have lots of time though. It's like I think I'm just early.
35 puts. October 21st, 2022.
And that's my fault, right? So an early entry is still a wrong entry.
140
Oh shoot.
puts. September 9th, 2022. 304 AMZN. 132 calls. September 23rd, 2022. 300 contracts.
Yeah.
WBD. 14 calls. September 16th, 2022. 790 WBD. 14 calls. September 16th, 2022. 760 SPY. 396.
Ooh, oh
puts.
man.
September
Victor.
2nd, 2022. 700 QQQ. 304 calls. August 31st, 2022.
Alberto.
1,022 contracts.
Motherfucker, dude. You did? All right, good, dude. Right here at the 950 though, bro. Don't let it go against you.
Hoover. 27 puts. September 16th, 2022. 794 F13 puts. November 18th,
Nice, dude.
2022. 1,000 contracts. SPY. 400 calls. August 31st, 2022. 519 contracts. Book sold. 112 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 Book sold. 112 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 CN.
Nice bounce on Apple
45
off of the
puts.
PDC right here, guys. Where exactly where it bounced this morning.
2022.
See if we could get some
2,700 TSLA.
momentum going.
270 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 300 contracts. Book sold. 108 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts. NVDA. 140 puts. September 9th, 2022. 344 contracts. KWEB. 28 puts. March 17th, 2023. 771 contracts.
You want it to hold this 930 area, dude. Push back up.
BIDU. 140 puts. October 21st, 2022. 623 contracts. AMD. 95 calls. September 16th, 2022. 500 contracts. NVDA. 135 puts. September 16th, 2022. 200 AMZN. 135 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 200 NEOG. 22 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 524 NVDA. 135 puts. September 16th, 2022. 435 contracts. Spike. 397 puts. August 31st, 2022. 500 NVDA. 140 puts. September 9th, 2022. 500 contracts. AMD. 85 puts. September 30th, 2022. 500 contracts.
Takes forever. It's doing pretty good though, dude. Big go ascending triangle. It'd be cool if it gets halted up, if it hits really hard and gets halted up. I don't know if you would like that or not, but that'd be cool. 1050. Ugh, that is wishful thinking, bro. But 10 would be nice, bro.
SPWH. 7 puts. September 16th, 2022. 612 TSLA. 276 puts.
Yeah, like
September
995.
1000 TSLA. 276 puts. September 16th, 2022. 480 contracts.
Oh, over 950 again.
SPY. 401 calls. August 31st,
There we go. High of day.
2022. 1053 contracts.
Let's get to 12, he said. No, because I still have I still have some put or calls I sold right here. So I'm rooting for you, rooting against myself, bro.
AMD.
Oh, you want
86
this
calls.
volume to come in, dude, and it is very slowly coming in. The
750 contracts. Snap. 11 calls.
the thing is the short sellers right here are trying to hit it off the 950 right here, but once they kind of concede and capitulate at this 950, then it'll move. But it's trying, dude.
XL. 79 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 556 contracts. SPY. 396 puts.
Oh, here we go, SPY.
August 31st, 2022.
Back from the
500
dead.
contracts.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. All right, so to plan right here, I'm getting out of these 39.95s. Go ahead and just keep on patting the wallet. That was for that little scalp. Oh, Bertha. What I hope that this isn't, though, is just short coverings.
202 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 514 contracts. CGC. 3 calls. October 21st, 2022. 1,000 contracts. XLE. 84 calls. September 9, 2022. 806 contracts. XLE. 84 calls. September 9, 2022. 1,004 CMAX. 10 calls. September 16, 2022. 500 contracts.
There's a Alberto right here. Dude, nice trade, Alberto. Way to recognize your error and then be able to stay level headed and get back in, dude. And you're getting some pretty good volume on this push, dude. So for you guys on YouTube, I don't have it up here, but we're talking about BBBY. He took this this compression trade right here. So getting a little squeezy, and then with it having the SSR on, it could get pretty violent, but 10 is going to be hard to get over. Here we go, SPY, get over this VWAP. There we go.
AMZN. 135 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 250 contracts.
We're right at 4,000 now on the ES. I don't know if Mick is in here. Yeah, so then you get the FOMO chasers, and so that's where the stops are, right? So that's where the short stops are. So if it busts over 10, you're hitting those short stops, and then they're gonna have to cover, and it'll push a little bit quicker. No way, that's not true, is it? So SPX rejected 4,000 here, dude. So that may be we got to get over 4,000 again for anything. So
PYPL 95 calls. September 9, 2022.
is everyone rooting for Alberto right now? Everyone's on Alberto's team.
398 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 901 contracts.
There we go, dude.
Meta 165 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 560. SPY 398 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1001. NFLX 225 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 299 contracts. SPY 400 calls. August 31st, 2022. 1009 contracts. BAC 34 puts. September 16th, 2022. 2,501 contracts.
I don't know, man. That might be all she wrote. Pushed to 4,000 on the SPX and no, the VIX is still down. So the VIX is at 25.55 right now, unless it starts spiking here. So let's see, we got 5 minutes to top of the hour. Your algo don't lie. But what is what the white candle? Which one? So how did you make that? Is it like my purple candles?
AMD. 100 calls. October 21st, 2022. 500 contracts. Snap. 10 puts. September 9, 2022. 700 contracts.
Yeah, you'd want this 950 to hold.
AMD. 85 puts. September 30th, 2022. 500 contracts. TSLA. 271 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 329 contracts.
So right here at the top of the hour, I think this is going to be our do or die kind of sentiment for the rest of the day. Either we're going to hold and push up, or we're going to get the volatility here where we break this low right here and continue going further down. So that's in 8 seconds. And
Uber. 40 calls. January 20th, 2023. 4,000 contracts.
chop today, yeah. So that's kind of what's kind of so Apple broke the PDC here. And yeah, let's
SPY 396 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1000 MPW. 13 puts. January 20th, 2023. 500 contracts. AMZN. 129 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 400 contracts.
Yo, what's up? Do you keep those positions overnight? Yes. So I don't know if you're still here, Sean, but I did keep the SPX for 4Ks overnight. And that's what's eating me up here is from holding them overnight. The theta kind of screwed me because the expiration. So I was scalping these 39.95s to go ahead and make up some of the loss here. And then I want to, just because of the theta, I wanted to sell 40 10s and then make some money off of that and try to allow this thing to see if it'll curl up. But
January 19th, 2024. 2,997 contracts. CS5 puts. December 16th, 2022. 3,270 SPY. 395 puts. August 31st, 2022. 500 contracts. Shop. 30 puts. September 16th, 2022. 500 contracts. Snap. 10 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 1,544 SPY. 395 puts. August 31st, 2022. 500 SPY. 397 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1,000 SPY. 397 puts. August 31st, 2022. 1,000 SQ72 calls. September 9th, 2022. 1,951 contracts.
dude, Apple's been nothing but weak all day. Nice, Alberto. So I stopped out here, guys. So pretty nice little loss there. I'm glad that like I took profit quickly on this one. And so the thing that kind of sucks about this is that and this is just me thinking out loud to myself on what happened here, was that I was up pretty nicely at this top. And it didn't get filled on the limit order, and so I didn't mark it out, and then I ended up getting out all the way down here. So that's my lesson for the day, is that if the limit order doesn't hit and you know that's the area, then you need to just get out anyways. But because that my what do you call them? My strike was
50 calls.
going from being
September
in the money to
16,
out of the money.
2022.
It just, I mean, it moves so
500
quickly.
contracts.
So that's the only part of the trade where I'm like, that sucks, dude. Because I did see it, I did put the order, it didn't get filled, and then I'm like, okay, this is fine. Let it go ahead and, because obviously this was where the support was, PDC, and then everything else too, like Q's, Apple, VIX were showing that I should still hold. We still get a little pop up, and we did. We got a little pop 398 to 390, almost to almost 400, right? But VWAP wasn't able to get back above and they go back down. So not a huge deal. By a second, yeah. Okay, cool, dude. You were here and you saw. I'm glad someone was here, like to see that. It's all recorded right here on YouTube where like I called it out and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. And then as soon as like I pulled up the thing on my option chain, it had it spiked down.
Spike 396 puts. August 31st, 2022. 684 contracts.
But I mean, I could take another trade and that we could make this up here today. I just got to be patient and see if we get the setup. And to be honest, here on the SPX, what's gonna frustrate me is like it's at the demand area here again. So like in this line, and it's already trying to bounce. If it bounces off this area, I'm gonna be frustrated as heck. I don't have no buying power for, maybe I won't get to make it up. I don't have any buying power. Used all my bullets.
Row 12 calls. September 16, 2022. 1000 contracts.
So this 395 that I believe it got more, like 5,000 more contracts opened up right here. So 395 is the big place.
Spike 396 puts. August 31st, 2022. 576 contracts.
All right, guys. So it is 12:10. Let's see here. Or 12:10. I said that backwards. 10:12. The day I gonna nail that bounce is gonna be insane. Dude, like I mean, uh with it right here, and Gordon saw like I was up like 10K, dude. And my whole thing is trying to play for the bigger trades. And I'm not mad about like the loss. Like I stopped out right. So if this would have got to 395, then absolutely. But with the way that I trade, and I'm looking at, I'm looking at Apple over here where the support is, where it's been following it all day, right? Once it broke this right here, these two bottoms, this bottom right here. All right, cool. Then we go ahead and we get out. And then the Qs were right here at the PDC, so that's still support. So like I could still hold, right? SPY, same thing. It was at the PDC. I could still go ahead and hold. So all these things were lined up for support for in order for it to hold in the confluence. And then also the VIX. So the VIX was at 2550, and it was holding or excuse me, 26, and was holding that. So still pretty good. So because when I did, like you said, the way that I trade, like in this setup, right? It's only 48%. It's only profitable 48% of the time. So
January 20th.
but the R to R ratio, whenever I do get right, is absolutely crazy. It's like 20 to 1. So it's okay. Like I said, though, there's and I mean, on top of that, right here, I have this BBBY right here, this 1450. This was a fat finger mistake. So that should be taken off of this. So it's not that bad. Mm.
QCOM. 160 calls. November 18th, 2022. 5
Okay.
GME.
So everyone, I'm gonna call everyone in here from the in the room.
1180 SPY. 397 puts. September 2nd, 2022. 500 and SQ72 calls. September 9th, 2022. 578 contracts. SQ72 calls. September 9, 2022. 1,303 contracts. QCOM. 160 calls. November 18, 2022.
Well, so too ugly. Well, I mean, hindsight's 2020. Right now, we see that, and I mean, my target was on point, but once we couldn't break this 4150 or 4015, should have got all the way out right there, like at that area, and then, and even if I didn't 400, right, could have did that too. But like I said, I'm trying to play for the bigger trades. I want the big trades. I want like 6-figure trades, dude. I don't want none of this little and I hate when I say that, man, because a couple $100 I'm definitely appreciative, but I am, and that's kind of like what I'm going to talk about right now with you guys. Oh, you thought I was gonna, no, dude, I'm not gonna, not right now. If this sets up in a really nice compression and then I see that, the Qs are also setting up and then, Apple's trying to bounce back up, which it kind of is. Um, the VIX needs to show some weakness, then maybe, dude. But honestly, I think they're just gonna let this like grind out here and whatever. So I mean, it would be cool. It would definitely be cool if they did, but okay. So everyone that's here right now, I'm gonna so I'll go ahead and even turn on my camera. You guys could see me. The glare is freaking horrible, but you guys could see me here. Um, get destroyed. Yeah. So and that's kind of like what I'm gonna talk about like right now is um so one thing that I could have done, right, and that this is a learning lesson for me too, is that whenever it started going sideways and then going and not really doing too much right here, what I could have done is start selling some higher calls, right? So if I started selling some let's say like I don't know, but I'm talking about the SPX. So if I would have started selling like 40/20s, right? It hadn't got to 40/20 as of yet. So we're betting that it won't get to 40/20. And even if it starts popping up, I could go ahead and just get out of those. If I would have sold those, I would have made and I could actually pull up like the chart of it. So let's see 40, 40, 50, 40/20s. And this is like something that I'm gonna start doing for myself too, now that I'm managing these bigger positions for me. Um Trade where's the chart? All right, so this is the 40/20 chart right here. So this would have been the top where it got to. So once I seen that it rejected or even broke like the 400, we'll say like the 400 was right here around 950 or so, and they're at $1.76. So if I would have sold say like five contracts of the 40/20s right here at 950, they're down what now a dollar, so 50, so that'd be
September 9th,
850,
2022.
$8. So $8 times 5 is about $3,500, right? So it would have lessened the blow a little bit more as well if I would have if you just sell those and make money off of the premium on them. And then I believe they're I have to double check, but when you sell the premium on the SPX, I think you just get a credit if you let them expire and it goes in your favor since it is the index. So I could have just said like, let them do whatever it's gonna do. And then I get the extra $1.50. So that would have been 950 for each one. So 950 times 5 is like a little under $5,000. So yeah, so that would have took off half of my loss right here, right? So that's something that I'm going to start looking at into doing too, is whenever it's not going my way and then it's still kind of like in this middle range where we do have support down here, I could go ahead and sell some and then make that money. And then if it starts curling up, I could go ahead and let those go and then let the actual long calls do their thing. So just a little like credit spread.
2022. 257 contracts.
Okay, so announcement here to everyone here in the New Age Wall Street room.
September
Everyone,
30th,
guys,
2022. 250
I don't
contracts.
know how to say all this, dude. Nothing is really going to change for the guys that are here in the chat room. But with, I think all of you guys know, like I had told you my experience over the weekend, and I kind of got a what would you say, like a hall pass or like a hall pass or like a permission slip in order for me to level up my trading, I guess, and kind of be a little bit more selfish with my trading. And I kind of took a little bit of time, and then I realized that I'm a way better trader than I am a marketer. And I really don't like having to sit here and then chase people to like sign up for the room and um do emails and deal with chargebacks and all that stupid shit. So I want to focus 100% on my trading. And I think a lot, I've told you guys, like, it's, disheartening whenever we go on YouTube, right? So like right now, I appreciate, so even right now, the guys that are on here on YouTube, like I see your faces. Um, I see your guys' faces, on different streams here. Like it's always the same people that are supportive and stuff. So I really do appreciate that. But whenever I'm giving out free game on Twitter, I'm giving free game out on YouTube and stuff, and then everyone just kind of disregards it and everything. It's like, cool, dude. Like, I don't know why I'm trying for it. So starting on Tuesday, the room will be a private room. So I am going to close down the signups for it to be public and everything like that. I like the little community that we've gotten. Everyone as of lately as well is very well engaged and very well um wants to get better, and I could see the progression in everyone that's in the chat room. So I'm going to treat it just like that. Like you guys are just a bunch of my buds here trading with me, and I'm still going to get on the microphone. I'm still going to get screen share every morning here with you guys and help you guys that are already in the chat. I made a commitment to you guys, and but I'm going to 100% focus on my trading. And if you guys haven't seen over the last few days, my size has definitely increased in what I'm trying to do, like as far as my position sizing. So my old max size is now my beginning size, and you could see that that's been what's been happening. So but starting Tuesday, we will now no longer have the room open like for more signups, and I will still help you as much as you can. You could DM me, I will Zoom you, I'll do everything. Like I said, nothing much is going to change for you guys. But I am gonna try to push myself and see how far I could take this trading thing to go. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and actually what we're gonna do is right after we're done right here, we're gonna I'm gonna go ahead and put a thing on Twitter saying the same exact thing. We're closing it, making it a private room. If you want to sign up, the very last chance to sign up is this week. So if you want to learn from me, if you want to come be in the room, lifetime membership, it's going to be $347 for you guys on YouTube. If you guys want to come, $347 lifetime. You don't have to pay another thing again. You'll have all my attention. You'll everything that we do here in the room like we normally do, but I'm just not going to spend my time making graphics and editing videos and everything when I could be developing my algo for our strategy, and I could be developing things to be a better trader than putting my effort into that. So if you need help, I understand. I think $347 is way more than fair, but I understand. If it's a surprise and you can't necessarily do it, hit me up in the DM on Twitter, or wherever you could get a hold of me, Twitter, YouTube, wherever, and I'll split it up into 2 payments for you. So we'll do like 160 a payment, so then it'll just be like $20 different for splitting it up. Okay. And that's it, man. I will so I know I told you guys I was going to do the small account thing on starting the 1st. We're still going to do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and do everything here in the room, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to go ahead and grow that. And I think a lot of like I took the time to think about a lot of this and stuff, and it's like I think I still want to, I'll still post like on TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff. And a lot of like the room, dude, it always felt a little bit where like I had to ask myself, like, does this fit my brand before I post it? Am I going to get flamed for posting this? And I'm going to do $1,000 for the small account. So it sucks to like always think like, oh, is someone gonna like, think differently of me because I post this or do this or whatever. And I think that a big part of this and talking to like, my people that I respect and, support me.
September 30th,
Um, you guys know that
2022.
I've been wanting to buy like my AMG GTR for quite a while, right? And I've been wanting to do some other things and stuff. And I think the reason why part of the reason I haven't done that subconsciously is because I don't want to be judged like, oh, you're flexing, to get people and members in your room or whatever, right? When in actuality, man, I've always been into cars since I was young, young. And so I don't want that, like, just that hate and just the stupid to have to deal with that shit of like, oh, you're posting videos of you living this lifestyle, whatever, because and to get people to join your room or whatever. No, dude, I'm gonna start living for me and I'm gonna do what I want and what I enjoy, and then I don't have to answer to anyone or anything here. I think everyone in my chat room knows my heart and knows my intention, knows that I'm here for you guys and stuff. I'm not trying to flex on anyone. I'm just trying to enjoy life. So uh that's it. Does anyone have any questions?
CNK 12 puts. September 16, 2022. 795 SLB.
Exactly, man.
42
And
calls.
so I think if I start actually and that's
659
I know
contracts.
to say it like that's kind of weird. Like, you know what I mean? But I think if I start enjoying the fruits of my labors, it will motivate me to keep pushing more. Like if that makes sense. So right now I'm not realizing anything. Like I'm not realizing any type of gains or anything as far as like um of my, my trading or anything like that. So I'm going to again push as hard as I could and start enjoying. So then it maybe does motivate me. One day we will have private car giveaways for completing milestones someday. Yes. Yeah. Again, nothing's really going to change for you guys that are already in the chat room, but I want to let you know what is happening and be 100% transparent. So I will still be here every day. I will still make a game plan every day. I will still screen share every day. I may be a little bit more quiet, like during trading. Bear with me while I kind of have to adjust to using more size. And like today, like it sucks. Like I know it looks like a big number, but it's not a big number, dude. When I hit the trades that we get, like bro, like this trade right here, $3,800. This used to be a day, like, you know what I mean? A day where I would take 3 or 4 trades and make that. Now I'm doing that in a trade. So also these ones, right? 3,500 right here on this BBY, 1,200 on this one. And I messed up on this one because it was 18. I meant for it to be the 15th, but whatever, right? So I know I have it in me. I just have to get used to the bigger numbers and the psychological part of bigger numbers. And so we're gonna push it as hard as we could and see how far we could take it. Cool. And that also, like I said, a big part of it, it lets me go ahead and there has been 0 time in the last maybe 2 years that I have gotten to sit down and work on my own trading. Like I have my journals and I have my stats and like what I'm gonna, but to be able to, like I have the guys that are developing the algo thing for the purple candles and stuff like that. But to sit down and for me to be able to learn and data track and add more stuff to my trading, I haven't been able to do it.
2022. 496 contracts.
I don't want to cry in front of you guys, but it's kind of a big deal for me to say that, like to close it, like talk to a few people and it feels like kind of giving up, and it's not that I'm giving up, dude. Like I think that and I'm just rambling here as we're watching the market right now, but
December 16th,
one of the biggest goals of New Age Wall Street was to give opportunity and give be able to help people that were not as venture literate and did not have opportunities, silver spoons in their mouths when they were born, to go to college and all those other things and stuff like that. And I think I've done that. So there's been hundreds of people that have come in and out of the room. There's a handful that have moved on to prop firms and got hired at prop firms. The progression and the traders that are here today is absolutely crazy. Like Alberto just had one of the most mature trades today that I've seen him take, if he's still in here. So you know, he stopped out, he realized, you know, the little error on it, and then got back in and had a really nice trade, and he's been here since day one. I see, you know, Seth making trades, I see HBT making trades, everyone. Now I see you guys more as you know, peers than my students. So
DOCU 55 puts.
yes, so I have a question. You nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change for anyone. So yeah.
September 2nd, 2022. 301 contracts.
So nothing will, I assure you guys that are here in the chat room, you guys are my trading buds here. So I like having the community. I don't like trading by myself. You know, just here in my chones, you know, dude, trading is lonely, bro. So like, it's nice to have you guys. I love celebrating your guys' wins. So nothing will change for you guys. You'll still have the same link. Well, it's the same Discord community, everything on here. I'll still post my trade ideas and everything on there. Still post my stuff every morning. Because that stuff I would be doing by myself anyways. So if I could help you guys out and do those things, then great. That's what I want. And I want you guys to win too. You guys are still open to DM and, you know, text me everything whenever you want. But the extra additional time, because it's a lot, dude. I wake up at 5:30 every morning, and then like I said, dealing with the marketing part of like, okay, I have to have a schedule to post TikToks and YouTube, and then recording them, and then editing them, and then all of that, even like personal life, dude. To be able to go out and enjoy personal life, I can't do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy it. Dude, can I take some calls right here now? Oops, I just did. So any questions? Anything else? I'm also still gonna have the office here in Dallas. So the office is still gonna be here. It's I'm not gonna make it like how I was gonna say, like a WeWork of trading. Again, I like having I just love trading, dude. Like I love trading, and I love having people around me while we're trading. There's no like doing an audit and inventory of my life. Like I'm happiest when I'm trading with my friends, like, and we're just sitting there BSing, music on, having a good time. I just took a call so casually. Well, this is my setup, dude. Here's my cross, here's my TTM, here's my purple candles. Like, it should be that automatic when you're trading, bro. Like if you have your setup and you see your setup, you take the trade. It's not you know, it shouldn't be like a whole crazy thing to, you know, take a trade like that. So you see your setup, you have to take it. You know that in your favor statistically that
SPY.
you'll be successful.
399 calls. August 31st, 2022.
So
1000 FSR.
cool. If you guys on YouTube, like I said, if you guys want to come and join 347, you get and it's maybe way down the line or something, maybe way down the line, I will open up the chat room again. But I feel like I give a whole ton of value, dude. I've been crying about these options for years now and saying how it's so much better than playing small caps. And you have these fucking idiots, dude. Fucking idiots. I don't care if my monetization on this YouTube gets taken off. Coming in and saying, oh, we could trade options too. And they just have like a huge platform. And I'm over here busting my ass to actually educate. And these fucking assholes are over here taking 10-cent premium moves and on huge contract sizing, just using them for leverage. And they're going to hurt some people, dude. They're going to hurt some people if they're teaching them to do it like that. So I'm done with, you know, the whole Twitter thing. There's been a couple guys I've been nice to and try to extend, you know, extend my
September 16th,
reach to
2022.
help their rooms and help their ventures and stuff. And
275 calls.
fuck all them, dude.
September
I'm just gonna
30th,
worry about
2022.
myself and you guys.
1000 contracts.
MP, that's a pretty nice little gain for August though, dude. I know you kind of need looks like you have some resistance there that you need to get over, but yeah, if you guys go look at MP's, I think this is Trader Sync that he's on. His win percentage is right under 61%, and he's still up on the month. So I mean, it doesn't say how much or whatever. He has a 1.78 profit factor that could definitely be worked on if your win rate is not going to be that high. But dude, you don't need to have it. These guys, these mentors and stuff like that, that say you need to these mentors that are these mentors that are saying they have an 80% win rate fucking system or whatever, that's optimized to the fucking system. Like if you were that's like if an algo traded the system, like, but if someone were to trade, right, if someone were to trade that, say, the same exact ticker, just a compression on a 5-minute, it was me and someone else, our win rates would be totally different because discretionarily what we're seeing is different in the way that we take those trades. So and even if you do take it, right, so you may not be as confident to be able to take those trades. So I may have a 60% win rate or whatever on the compression, and you may have a 30%, but it's the same exact thing. So the system trading, the system actually being positive and someone actually trading it is totally different on the actual win rate. So nice, dude. I'm gonna actually post everything right now. I gotta make a little video explaining it too for Twitter. See if some other people want to come, and then that's it. We're gonna be the guys here, and I hope that every single freaking person in here in New Age Wall Street. So 401, I would love for it to get to 401 again, dude. 40-15. I hope that I could, you know, throw it in everyone's face that everyone is making 5-6 figure trades and they didn't want to come join when I was trying to help people out and stuff. So is Alberto still here? No, he left. Oh, what I was saying about the office is that so I'm still gonna have a little office. So if I could get like a couple of people just to come trade with me in the office, like that would be cool too. Like here just in Texas, or if you guys want to come too, I'm hoping eventually Richard will move out here with me. I have my right hand man out here trading with me. And we'll see though. So but it's not gonna be like a paid thing of uh like it's just gonna be more tax write-off, I guess I could use it as than anything.
SGMO. 6 calls. November 18th, 2022. 1,000 contracts.
Yeah, you guys, so Sean, you guys too, like I mean, even if you don't join, bro, like I want to know where you're at with your guys's trading journey. Dude, keep me informed on Twitter. Um and from time to time I'll still go live here on YouTube. So um I'm just not gonna make it where like I feel obligated to do it, like if that makes sense. So make sure you go turn your alert notifications on and everything. Apple's trying to make this run here, guys. Let's see. It's above the VWAP now. The VIX is down towards the support 2550, 2568 right now. And then see the Qs could get going. Who's Vera in our room? The person here on Zoom named Vera, if you could type in the Discord here so I just know who you're at, who you are.
EMA. 65 calls. October 21st, 2022. 2,500 SPY. 397 puts. August 31st, 2022. 500 TSLA. 276 calls. September 2nd, 2022. 200 Meta. 160 puts. September 30th, 2022. 500 contracts.
The BBBY bounced right off of the pivot and VWAP. So, dude, it might get over 10. What's your guys' closing predictions? The closing price of the day. Flat. $405, dude. I was just thinking that wouldn't that be freaking crazy if we close at 405? We just get a big old ramp right here. $395.
TSLA. 270 puts. September 30th, 2022. 492 contracts.
All right, I'm gonna pause the stream here, or actually I'm waiting, or oh, it's right here. Pause the stream here, not necessarily pause the stream, but I'm gonna mute myself right here. Get this Twitter thing done, okay? All right, guys. For you here, whoever's here on the YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and log off. I appreciate you guys coming, hanging out. I still have these SPX calls right here off of the hold of the PDC right here. So you can see I'm up 640 on those, down a little bit on the 39.95s. Let's see if it breaks over this view up and we'll get a nice little candle here in a second. And that's it here, guys. So
400
cool.
calls. September 2nd.
See you guys.
2022. 500 contracts.